Alright, welcome to the semifinal review. I'm going to go ahead and knock this out. The focus, for at least for the first part of this, is going to be crew communication on getting scenarios right, whether it be plays, rules, formations. So that's kind of the theme of the first part of this. Alright, so this is the end of the half. We have a sweep play, ends out of bounds. Time has expired for the half, second quarter. Got a good job of the wing and the deep coming in here and kind of getting this situation under control. We got some flags thrown. This is dead ball. Fouls have been called. So we have end of a half, dead ball foul. The correct way to officiate this is that foul carries over onto the kickoff. So that's how that goes. Unfortunately, we extended the half for this. Alright, so you look at it, the play ends on the 35. We have the dead ball fouls. Hold on. And then we extend the half and we run another play from the 50. So this is incorrect. Dead ball foul, the end of a half, or end of a quarter even. It carries over. Good job here to the crew. You just had a little chippiness, dead ball foul. Good job coming back in here and kind of breaking up this chippiness. So the game management on this was really good. And they were correcting their fouls and getting all this broken up. But it's really important that we get penalty assessment correct. So dead ball penalty, it carries over. Unless it's overtime. But that's a whole other bag of worms in Georgia. Alright, here we're going to have correctly called blindside block, illegal blindside block, by the team in purple. Right there. So it's correctly called. I think the umpire gets it. Deep wing probably could have got it too, but either way we got it. The issue is, well, let's look at it from the wide side. A good job by the umpire. I would just throw the flag at the foul and just sky high like that. But either way, it was a good call. And the correct call. Remember, it's by the team in purple. But we indicate the team in white. You can see the confusion on the white team there as well. So we're going to indicate the team in white. And then that's where we're going to assess the penalty. So, good call. Wrong team on the assessment. And again, this is something where there's 7 people on the crew. Someone's got to get this right. Or someone's got to say, hey, wait a minute. Especially if you're the one who threw the flag and you saw the action. Maybe, you can sit there and say, wait, that was on the wrong team. And also, if it's the defense, not saying defense can't commit a blindside block, but it doesn't happen often. So maybe just, if that's the indication, maybe you just kind of, it's a scenario to give you pause and kind of be like, hey, wait a second, did we get that right? So just stuff to clean up. Alright, not to beat this over the head, but it's becoming an issue. And I know the rules committee and the casebook committee really have not helped us out in this regards. Hopefully it gets cleaned up in the off season from that part. But we need to do what we can to enforce this, and we're really going to harp on this in the summer camps. But we got to clean this up. We talked about it before. These tackles got to be clearly on. I mean, he's in the backfield. And then there has to be daylight between the line and these wingbacks. So, the very next play, same thing. that tackle, he's not on the line. I mean, maybe barely, but probably not. The wideout, he's maybe blocking the view. If you're having a hard time seeing where the tackle is, you can take a step this way, take a step that way, do something kind of pre-snap to kind of get in position. But and there has to be daylight. There's probably a little bit of daylight, but this has got to be clearer. And then this one is just, there's no way that this is legal. There's no daylight here. He's essentially a lineman at this point. If their head is breaking anything of this, then they're not on. I mean, they're not off the line. So there has to be daylight between the wing backs and the line. Again, if this wideout's in your way, try to step one way or the other. Try to see what you can do. But we got to clean this up. I know, I mean, it's a little late in the season, but we got to talk to these coaches. Kind of watch them pregame when they're doing their warm-ups and they're running plays pregame. Watch them and kind of see what they're doing, and maybe just have a conversation with the coach or OC before the game if you notice it, and just kind of tell them, hey, we gotta back those wings up, because this is kind of taking the make it legal mantra to the extreme. This is not really what we mean by make it legal. Some things just, they have to be legal in order to make them legal, if that makes sense. But gotta clean this up. Alright, so this is gonna be an example of the crew. The optics look good, they come together and talk about this play and go with a decision. Ultimately, it just probably is the wrong decision. So we want this back. We're gonna have a pass at the middle. Now, one thing, remember, umpires in a crew of 7, you don't need to follow the ball. Just stay with your keys longer. However, the umpire, when the umpire was the right official in this. This is not a completed pass. So the line judge and the back judge, they have catch and fumble. Now the umpire was signaling incomplete, but the whistle was never blown until it was recovered. So we have 2 officials saying catch and fumble. We got 1 official signaling incomplete. Whistle's blown after the recovery, so we don't have an inverted whistle. They still come together. They go with catch and fumble. It's just the wrong call. You know, we can sit here and analyze this all we want. It is very close, but this is one of those where you live longer just calling this incomplete. You know, you can say he caught it, he was transferring, but as quickly as that ball comes out, if he doesn't have control of it, then we just go with incomplete. And again, you live longer going incomplete on this. So incomplete should have been the right call. All right, we have 1 good call, 1 miss here. The good call is going to be offsides. And we're going to talk about offsides on a kickoff later. So when foot hits ball, this guy, he's broken the plane. Remember, onside kick, we treat it as a plane. So good call there. Problem is, middle of the field, we have even if this were not a dead ball, this is still a blindside block. But being a dead ball, we have some foul right there. No one sees it. In this situation, wing officials, you have all the blocks. So when you have a situation like this, when you hear a whistle, let's still, in the immediate aftermath of the whistle, let's still keep eyes on the players. Keep eyes on your keys, because you'll miss stuff like this. The whistle blow, people take their eyes off the key, and then we miss a blow-up hit right there in the middle of the field. It's bad. We don't want to miss stuff like that. That's how bad things happen. Low blocks by defense, right there. This guy coming off the edge, he's going to come off that edge and take that pulling guard or something, take him out. This is tough to see, because crew of 7, you still got the wing has a key that he's watching, but someone's got to see it. Maybe the umpire, the referee. You might can see out of the corner of your eye, but someone's got to catch that. It is a safety foul, obviously, so we got to get that. Hard for the wing to get that, even though it's, maybe even if it's key, that's hard to pick up. Here's another one we miss. Same situation, and this one's the ball was handed off, so probably should rely on the wing here to get this, since he no longer has a key to look at except for that tackle. But again, a miss. I believe we're gonna have one here as well. Yep. Same pull in the guard. Poor guy. Maybe the umpire sees that. It's it's hard, but we got to get it. Crew of 7. We have enough eyes on the field, or we have to pick this stuff up. Watch this. This would be the wings key unless this is probably a double situation, so it would not be the back judge. He would have the line judge side. If it's not a double situation, if this is your only twin set, then that would be the back judge. But we're going to call a holding on this inside slot receiver or against him. And that's just not enough to warrant a hold. That's a big lot of nothing. So that's holes we can't make those calls. All right, last ones. Told you we come back to this offsides. When foot hits the ball, we have half the team offsides. He's broken the plane big time. He's broken the plane. He's probably broken the plane. He's broken the plane. So both umpire and the back judge, you got players each on your side that have broken the plane. We do not call it. Situation like this, if you cannot see foot hit the ball on an onside kick, then you more than likely have offsides. So, for instance, the umpire right there, you can't see this foot hitting the ball, you have offsides. Same thing the back judge. With him right there, you can't see it. So if you can't see the kicker kicking the ball, you more than likely have offsides. Where it gets a little dicey is when we have these little squib kicks like this. And this is the question. On a squib kick like this, do we treat it like a plane, or are we still going to do, is this deep enough to go out of the treat it like a plane mode? Because if you treat this like a plane, then you have these two players off sides. So the question, is this deep enough to, not treat it like a plane? And I'm going to say don't treat it like a plane in this. All right. If it's clearly going to that second kind of tier, then I think we don't treat it as a plane. But if it's designed to come to this first tier or just over that first tier, then treat it like a plane. All right, that's it for this week. Congratulations to everyone working the finals, and good luck.